Jean-Luc. Sometimes I think the only reason I come here is to listen to these wonderful speeches of yours.
Prescribed sleep. You prescribed rest, Doctor.
Were you able to make any sense out of the symbols?
Yes, the obelisk is a marker, just as I thought. It was left by a super race known as the Preservers. They passed through the galaxy, rescuing primitive cultures which were in danger of extinction and seeding them, so to speak, where they could live and grow.
I've always wondered why there were so many humanoids scattered through the galaxy.
So have I. Apparently, the Preservers account for a number of them.
This fragment has been part of every DNA strand on Earth since life began there, and the other fragments are just as old. Someone must have written this program over 4 billion years ago.
So, 4 billion years ago, someone scattered this genetic material into the primordial soup of at least 19 planets across the galaxy.
The genetic information must have been incorporated into the earliest life forms on these planets and then passed down through each generation.
It's 4 billion years old, a computer program of a highly advanced civilization. And it's hidden in the very fabric of life itself. Whatever information this program contains could be the most profound discovery of our time, or the most dangerous.
Computer, let's continue program Double R Picard 14.
Greetings, everyone.
You know what I hate about Discovery?
Oh, no. Not this, not again.
The fact that they throw relationship drama into the middle of an urgent action scene. It's like, get over yourself and get to the damn point.
Yeah, we never do something like that. On my mark, set hypocrisy standards to shameful.
Aye, Captain. Ready to raise hypocrisy levels from pathetic to shameful on your order.
Make it so. It's the Star Trek Bibles. Picard explains the Progenitors. This episode has a bunch of muted clips from Discovery Season 5 and a couple full-on spoilers. Like this baby right here. So feast your eyes as Discovery does what it does best. Sit there and look pretty.
The Romulan's name was Dr. Bellick, one of the greatest scientists of his day. He was present when a Starfleet captain, Jean-Luc Picard, found a message left by a race of ancient beings. We've been calling them the Progenitors. They created life as we know it.
Life as in?
You, me, Saru, every humanoid species in the galaxy. A few thousand years ago, we'd have called them gods.
I don't fully understand it yet, but the technology it could have incredible applications. One could use it to design new life forms, accelerate evolution, modify ecosystems. And if it can create life, then in theory, it might even be possible to reanimate dead organisms.
It sounds like it'd be very dangerous in the wrong hands.
Well, yes, but think of all the good it could do in the right one.
Hey everyone, I'm just going to play this recording we found in Picard's programming because Mr. Big Shot Hologram over here won't answer questions on the Progenitors.
That is correct.
Because it's like super classified by Starfleet Intelligence.
This is a huge violation of my photonic privacy rights.
This is 2024, you don't have any rights.
Stop arguing with him and play it.
Shut up, get out of here, go. Go reply to comments.
Well, maybe I will, because while you may be just a trash can in makeup.
Keep going.
I, my dear, am a man of the people.
Further.
I love all the miserable little weirdos that darken my door.
A little further.
There's nothing better than crawling into work drunk.
Move faster, I can still hear you.
Discovery ruined your childhood or Lower Decks isn't funny.
Yeah, all that.
Or how
Keep going.
Bashir has a gay romance with everyone on Deep Space 69.
Keep going.
I'm away to my station and thus the world.
I blocked your porn sites.
Oh, you maniac!
And seriously, what is your deal with stepmoms? Way too much stepmom
It's
stuff.
all they have.
Because of people like you.
Oh yeah, you're so high class over there. Try not to tear ass into the mic this time.
I'll fart into the mic anytime I want, and there's not a damn thing you or anyone else can do about it because I'm the boss.
Bosses pay their employees.
Biatch.
And after that Telluride video,
Oh, good.
studio
He's coming
smelled
back.
like a porta potty at a belch event for the Packlet Olympics. You should be ashamed to know that you're both physically and psychologically even capable of that. 1,000 years ago, you'd be banished from the village and left for dead as a witch.
I believe she's actually proud of it.
I regret hiring you every day. Every day. But now, if you quit, I'd have to kill you. You know too much to live. But to be fair, you were warned when you signed up.
The ad said, looking for a half-skeleton man with an inclination towards magic and swordplay needed for janitorial work in Old Castle. Please bring references. And I thought, yeah, it sounds like me. But then I get there and you just handcuffed me to a chair in front of a computer until I promised I wouldn't call the cops. Sure, it wasn't the worst interview I'd ever had, but you still lied about it.
You misrepresented yourself. And you've done a terrible job so far. Like, you're literally doing it terribly right now. Your swordplay is subpar at best. I'm honestly, like, this close to killing you and finding a different and hopefully more capable victim, henchman, hostage, whatever.
Ultimately, I'm gonna snap and decorate this hellhole with your entrails like a Christmas tree.
I don't celebrate Christmas, but that's sweet.
Me and the Admiral do. It'll be magical. We'll finally have a silent night for once, and you'll be around spreading joy all over the walls.
I swear, this is the last time I try to catch a predator bait on Skeletor. But then again, I say that every time. Now go evangelize your hate speech. Online in a different room far, far away from here. Oh, and I got us pizza.
Oh, fuck yeah. I love this place.
We have fun.
Best job in the world, right, Admiral?
You are, both of you, completely mad.
Nope. She's the crazy one. I'm ship-shape and sane as an arrow.
You're as sane as a bag of rocks.
I'm as sane as a can of worms.
Mr. Paris left me with two complete lunatics. Shall we just proceed to the part where I spill Starfleet Intelligence secrets and am deemed a threat to galactic and temporal security? This should be a fascinating evening. Have you ever met Section 31? I don't believe I've ever been the focus of a red directive before.
Sounds like we better hustle up before the man shuts us down. Play the recording!
You asked for me, sir?
Lieutenant, please have some tea if you wish and take a seat.
Thank you, sir.
I called you in here to discuss some recent inquiries you've made about the Progenitors, rather than allow rumors to persist in spreading about classified information.
Captain?
I've decided to answer some of your questions.
Captain?
I have no doubt that you, as many among us, have pondered the peculiar convergence of humanoid alien species within our galactic neighborhood, the prevalence of humans, Vulcans, Klingons, Bolians, Lorians, and numerous others exhibiting what Terrans dub humanoid traits certainly warrants scrutiny.
Well, yes, I suppose
Starfleet
it's true,
Intelligence
sir,
has granted me clearance to share some insight with you on this matter. However, it is imperative you understand this information is classified and will not be discussed outside these walls.
I mean, of course.
It is my hope that this allows us to keep the rumors and misinformation to a minimum on this ship, and I am ordering you, Lieutenant, to aid us in this effort.
Yes, sir. But, Captain,
Now, the truth about the Progenitors is something we have cobbled together from records, observations, myths, and legends by the thinnest of strings. But this is what we have gathered. In the annals of our galactic history, an ancient narrative unfolds as timeless as the stars themselves. The Progenitors, revered custodians of life, emerged as the primal architects of our galaxy's destiny. Though their genesis marked the dawn of sentience, they traversed the cosmos in solitude, yearning for companionship, but found there was none like them in all the galaxy. Thus they embarked upon a noble mission, scattering the seeds of humanoid life across countless worlds, nurturing the promise of evolution. But the Progenitors paid a heavy toll for their protection and stewardship of humanoid life. Perhaps when we're done here, you'll understand why it falls upon us, as beneficiaries of their legacy, to pay homage to their immense contribution.
Okay, yes.
Everything we have achieved and everything we aspire to accomplish finds its roots in their steadfast protection and guidance. Without their foundational influence, the essence of what it means to be human, indeed the very fabric of our existence, would be naught but a distant dream.
Hold on, let me pause this for 1 second. So you're basically saying in there that these progenitors were the reason that the humanoid form is so prevalent everywhere in the galaxy?
This is all classified, and I'm not technically saying anything, but I will stress that this is a copied memory file of a very surreal moment, and if it proceeds the way I recall, you'll see why it's entirely suspect as to its authenticity.
Exactly. Which is why you shouldn't worry about getting in trouble. It's like a hazy memory of something that might not have even ever, maybe it happened, and maybe it didn't, hard to say.
Yeah, so is that why the other guy sounds so strangely distant? Because you're old and have bad hearing. When you're at the spry young age of 11, does everything sound like you're under 12 feet of water?
What?
How low should I expect my sack to hang?
For instance, I imagine if you stole my memory of this, you would hear me nervously listening to a previous memory where I inappropriately prattle on about classified information. And then, but with slightly less clarity, you would hear me being interrupted by screaming toddlers.
Do you think there's any chance we'll actually get in trouble for playing this?
Oh no, I'm quite certain, actually. If you play this, we're all up the river.
Then let's drive this short bus off the bridge.
Okay,
and start
computer,
it back
roll it. Again.
At a pivotal juncture, some among the progenitors encountered are assimilation at the hands of the Borg, designated as Species 312, marking a horrific chapter in their annals.
Yes, sir.
Especially when considering that it is believed the progenitors encoded their essence within the tapestry of genetic memory, a repository wherein the collective recollections of their ancient lineage reside. Thus, every individual preserver carries within them the rich tapestry of their people's saga, an intricate chronicle spanning epochs and civilizations. Knowing the danger of that information in the hands of the Borg, it was believed their technology allowed them to recode their own DNA as quickly as you might hit the delete key, which prevented much of their technology and knowledge from being assimilated. Legends shroud the progenitors' ultimate demise, purportedly at the hands of the enigmatic totality, an ancient species coalescing with the dawn of the cosmos, emerging as dark matter-based beings, at one time enshrouding a staggering 94% of the universe. Over eons, they gained awareness of light matter-based lifeforms, recognizing their potential for sentience. Yet, the totality, beholding the universe's vastness, deemed their understanding insufficient and endeavored to elevate them by embracing them as part of their realm. However, this noble intent turned sinister as the totality expanded its dominion, eventually ruling the entire Andromeda galaxy. Its conquest led to the evacuation of the Kelvin Empire and the tragic demise of the Makers, consumed by the fury of a supernova unleashed by the totality's advance. It is theorized that the progenitors, among other ancient and possibly godlike species, may have had some hand in erecting the galactic barrier, a celestial sentinel veiled in mystery and unspeakable power, safeguarding the Milky Way from most threats and intruding entities. Amidst their myriad offspring emerged civilizations such as the Organians, the Metrons, and many other godlike species, including, possibly even, the Q. Evolving beyond corporeal constraints, they ascended into the echelons of elder races, often bound by the enduring legacy of their progenitors. Embedded within this legacy was a solemn directive, prohibiting interference in the progression of nascent civilizations. As the last of the preservers, we believe, had departed the galaxy, their outposts lay silent, their automated systems echoing their absence. Yet, their legacy endured through the custodianship of the elder races, tasked with nurturing the natural evolution of their progeny. For the preservers, it was paramount that their children flourished through their own endeavors. Over millennia, the once stalwart outpost guarding the galaxy's fringes faltered. Their galactic barrier began to wane with failing equipment. Yet, amidst this decline, the Organians remained steadfast in their duty, safeguarding the integrity of the progenitors' legacy and maintaining the barrier. In my era, the twilight of the 24th century, echoes of the progenitors' legacy resound anew. Professor Richard Galen unearthed relics of their existence, igniting a clandestine race between the Federation, the Cardassian Union, and the Klingon and Romulan empires. It became quite the chase.
Ha! That's very good, sir.
Yet it fell upon the lovely and talented dancing Dr. Beverly Crusher, who also happens to be my super hot piece of ass girlfriend.
I'm sure that's true, sir.
And myself to find the last piece of the genetic puzzle and unravel this enigma, revealing the progenitors' ancient wisdom and work to seed the galaxy with life. In the grand tapestry of cosmic design, the progenitors, also known as the preservers in earlier eras, stand as beacons of enlightenment, nurturing civilizations across the stars. Their altruism touched myriad cultures, including noble tribes like the Navajo, Mohican, and Delaware, some aspects of the Roman Empire, and even some of Earth's ancient aboriginal cultures. Their obelisks, found all over the galaxy from Andoria to Ledos and back to Amerind, all bear witness to their stewardship. It is even within the realm of speculation, prompted by the discovery of progenitor ruins on Romulus, that the enigmatic hand of the preservers may have played a role in the ancient exodus of the Romulans from Vulcan, and it is further rumored, but not substantiated, that there are and were progenitor agents working within governments all over the galaxy up to our present day, though this is considered to be more conspiracy theory than fact. And there have been many times when scientific reputations were ruined by believing in progenitor hoaxes and fraudulent artifacts. Shrouded in the mists of time and wielding enigmatic and powerful Tetrion-based technology, the progenitor's legacy embodies the essence of creation. They are the evidence of our shared origins and inspire hope for a future where all humanoid species may coexist in harmony and cooperation. They prove that, in the end, we truly are, all of us, one big family. And now, as we explore the void of space, looking for new friends and allies, thanks to the progenitors, we won't be sailing through the dark alone.
Incredible.
What? You're still here? My God. Well, I hope that clears things up. If you have any more questions in the future, you may direct them to me. Otherwise, Lieutenant, you are to keep this information classified.
Wow, sir. That was really fascinating. But is your sick bay?
Dismissed. Dismissed.
Of course, Captain. But first, could you get up on the examination table here? For as you see, the ground is hot lava.
Oh, yes, I see that now. I hadn't realized how uncomfortably hot it had become. Good work, Lieutenant. We'll be safe up here for the moment, while I come up with a plan, or perhaps a speech, or would you like to hear a poem, where the devil is Beverly?
Batman to Picard.
Go ahead.
She's being held captive by the fiendish Cyrus Redlock and Dr. Chaotica. But we've located their evil headquarters and are sending in the Allied forces. Mark Twain is already on the scene.
Sounds like you have it under control. Take Mr. Data with you, and Batman, no mistakes. That's my woman.
Yes, sir. She's in good hands. I'm heading there with Data now.
I'm going to try to retake the ship from up on this table.
Godspeed, sir.
I don't believe in God. Keep me apprised of the situation. Picard out.
Sir, I think you may be hallucinating.
Think? That I think? No. You're trying to confuse me.
To hell with him. He's not even real. He can't save Beverly.
To hell with your nonsense, Lieutenant. You're not even real. Dismissed.
Program's been activated. It's modifying the diode emitter to project something.
You're wondering who we are, why we have done this, how it has come that I stand before you, the image of a being from so long ago. Life evolved in my planet before all others in this part of the galaxy. We left our world, explored the stars, and found none like ourselves. Our civilization thrived for ages. But what is the life of one race compared to the vast stretches of cosmic time? We knew that one day we would be gone, that nothing of us would survive. So we left you. Our scientists seeded the primordial oceans of many worlds where life was in its infancy. The seed codes directed your evolution toward a physical form resembling ours. This body you see before you, which is of course shaped as yours is shaped. For you are the end result. The seed codes also contain this message, which was scattered in fragments on many different worlds. It was our hope that you would have to come together in fellowship and companionship to hear this message. And if you can see and hear me, our hope has been fulfilled. You are a monument, not to our greatness, but to our existence. That was our wish, that you too would know life and would keep alive our memory. There is something of us in each of you, and so something of you in each other. Remember us.
That's all?
Well, that was fascinating. I didn't know they may have had something to do with the galactic barrier thing.
Yeah, me neither. I wonder how much influence they had over Andoria. Interesting info. Although, I thought it was a little weird when he said that stuff about Beverly in front of some random lieutenant.
I didn't hear anything strange. But then I'm not like super observant about these things. You say you noticed something?
Yeah, I noticed it. It was pretty subtle, but I'm good at picking up on these things. Seemed a little out of nowhere.
Plus, I think he might have murdered a guy.
She is a hot piece of ass, though. Just to be fair.
Yeah, just to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, no offense, Admiral, but I'd strip her down and wear her like a ginger hockey mask. Just to be fair. Just being fair.
Who could possibly take offense to that?
Yeah, like out of love, I would split her saucer section and eject my warp core until I blew up the f***ing moon. But in like a deeply respectful way, because she's your girlfriend and I get that.
Yeah, super respectfully, because he gets it.
I could simply erase my ethical subroutines and see what happens.
Oh, fuck. Well, shut up.
Roll the dice, you arrogant cave dwellers.
We'll totally
no need to
shut
go
up.
all Locutus on me.
I'll self-sealing stem bolt your mouth shut and wear you like a pair of boots. No offense.
Whoa there, big fella. We're just messing.
Brinksmanship is a dangerous
We
game.
love you, Admiral.
Just to be fair.
Phasers to stun, buddy.
That scene was from the beginning of an episode which would have occurred, I believe, around the very end of the 7th season. Starfleet Intelligence had to censor it because, while it was our second encounter with polywater intoxication, it was much more intense. Things got extremely out of hand.
Sounds like my kind of party. Who was the lieutenant you were having tea with?
I'm glad you asked because, you see, I wanted to point out how stupid your questions are.
Your super hot piece of ass girlfriend saved the day again, huh?
Actually, Mr. Data and I weren't going steady. Yet, I still had my eye on a very attractive exocomp that would spurn all my advances.
Oh. And if anyone in the audience has a stupid question for Admiral Picard, go ahead and ask away in any of the comment sections of any of the Star Trek Bible shorts and videos.
I'll see them in the comments and reply with some a-hole joke, probably at your expense. But then I'll pass them to her.
And I'll force Picard to answer them in some future video.
Bye.
No.
Yep.
What the devil is
What
this?
the hell is that?